Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin it's shown strength. It's bounced off its monthly 20 EMA. We've been targeting this for the last few months, looking at it coming down, and it's got a lovely little kiss off it right now, and it's closed above it in January, and right now in February we're starting to pick up, and I did do a video last week on a potential violent rally for February, and so far that is kind of rearing its head at the moment when everyone was really fearful and anticipating a big bear market. Okay, so right now, we are putting in some kind of beautiful recovery, and in since 2019 when we put in this beautiful wave high, we did correct 53% and then continued. We had a lovely rally, to be honest with you, and then we obviously with a corona dump just there we had another 63%, but after that we put in a beautiful rally, got back above the 20, continued, and then last year we got a little bit of extension from the yellow line, which is 20, and we've sort of come back down to it and we're slowed down. Okay, we're allowing this 20 to creep back up to us and get the kiss and the test of support, and right now you could say all that Bitcoin's done in this bull run is slowed down, allowed the 20 on the monthly to catch up with it, get the little kiss of support, and then continue its journey onwards and upwards. Pretty much similar to this sort of corrective phase here. We're getting this sort of corrective phase there, and it's really, really bullish. I'm looking at this from a technical standpoint, this is really bullish. This is a very, very bullish statement from Bitcoin right now, what it's doing. And I said this to you, okay? So potentially, I am right. It's a corrective phase of a bull market, not a bear market. I know it's heinous, I know it's nasty, but ABC correction down to support, continuation of the trend right there. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm looking at, and if Bitcoin can hold these lows right now, you're going to start to melt back up and you're starting to attack these highs. So on the daily you can see that Bitcoin's really bullish. I mean, look how bullish it is right now, and you retrace into this high, okay, up here. So you start to take out that high just there, you are looking at 53k Bitcoin from here right now. It's a continuation of around about 24% to that point. Okay, but like everything that goes up, it does come down. You retrace to the continuation of a trend. If you retrace to a nominal level of support, you do get a continuation. It's at that point when you start to come down, you retrace wherever it is. If you start to come down and lose the lows, you create things called reversal waves coming back to where you came from. Okay, so at the minute you're breaking bullish, you've come up into the 20, you retrace to a nominal level of support, and then you broke out again. So the likelihood is you could retrace again and then continue, and you keep moving up the stairs in waveforms. So it's all about this high. You break that high, you're looking at a 53k Bitcoin, okay, and it's looking really bullish. So there is a key level resistance that you did break out of here that you've not necessarily back tested supports for Bitcoin. Do you see that? Look at your points of contact for Bitcoin. You got the wick there, the wick retest of resistance, and then you failed to break, you came back for support, and then you eventually broke out of it. So this for me would be a level of support for Bitcoin moving forward. If you was to put a retracement in right there, I would imagine that you some kind of ABC retracement down to it, hold support, continue with the trend up like that for Bitcoin. So that would be an enormous level of support for me, because like I've shown you so many times, previous resistance becomes support, and previous support becomes resistance. You have multiple tests of it just there in this big W double bottom pattern and ascending triangle on the daily time frame, which is what we were targeting. So yeah, that would be a key level of support for me moving forward for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's looking good. We are looking pretty tasty, but it is all about that high. Break that high, you are looking at 1618, 53,380, roughly around that area, because you've retraced off this low and you retrace into this high. Okay, now if you fail to break that high and you start to come down and you lose these key levels of support right now, and especially this low down here, then obviously that's really, really bearish, and I do anticipate that you come down to these lows. But the violent rally right now is rearing its head, because this is very, very bullish, and the reason this is really, really bullish for Bitcoin is because of this retracement here. Okay, you came up impulsively and then you retraced to a very, very shallow level of support, which shows an enormous buying pressure here. A very, very strong uptrend is beginning to form here for Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin doesn't even have to come back here. It could actually keep going. Okay, but one thing that we identify a overheated market is the RSI. So if we take a look at the RSI on the daily time frame, you can see you're sort of not overbought yet on the daily. So this could absolutely start to melt faces, run into the 1618, and then come in for the retracement, pretty much like what you did when you broke out here. I mean, look how overbought you got there. Okay, so we're sort of sitting there at the minute. You could actually come up to this level, around about 74 before you start to put in some kind of retracement back down to the EMAs. So we could be like kind of here at the moment. Who knows? But we are looking for this beautiful cross here, this buy and go to the beach signal like we got here, okay, and everyone really fearful, and we fell back into its support, golden entry point, and we rode the 161A up twice together. Okay, so we're looking for that golden signal right there, the buy and go to the beach. Okay, and you've got a little bit more leg room here to come up and make that signal, basically get overextended and then start to come down. Everyone's shit, no, it's going to a bear market. But if you hold the buy and go to the beach signal, the daily 20 and 55 cross, boom, golden entry point right there. So that's basically Bitcoin, but this is a nominal level support for me right now for Bitcoin, because it's the W double bottom pattern just there, ascending triangle pattern that you've not necessarily back tested support. It doesn't mean it has to, but if you do start to retrace, I do think that is a potential little sweet spot for Bitcoin moving forward. Okay, so yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, but it's looking pretty bullish, isn't it? You know, and we are sort of putting in this V-shaped recovery right now for Bitcoin. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.